This is the story of the man who built one of the greatest hypercars brand ever in world. And he tried to work for Lamborghini and Ferrari, but they rejected him. This man is horacio pagani. Horacio Pagani was born in Casalida, Argentina on November 10, 1955. His father, Luca Pagani, was a baker, and his mother, Maria Pagani, was a painter. He always loved building go-karts and motorcycles by himself and show his project to his friends and family. And because of this, he is now the founder of Pagani Automobile, one of the greatest hypercars manufacturers in the world. Began in his early career, he started studying the fiberglass. At 21, he started building his own race car, and this car was a rear engine car with single seater in Argentina, and he started his own race team. But he realized he needed an engine for his car to go racing, and in this moment he goes to Ronald Argentina and asks them to give him an engine to race with, and they respond and give him the engine and sponsored him too and his team. But the team have so many problems, and in one race have a brake failure and they crash the car and they don't have enough money to fix it. But Pagani never give up. He always want to work in big automobile brands like Lamborghini and Ferrari and Alfa Romeo. And in this moment Lamborghini sent him a letter. They told him he will work to design a car. It will be the first luxury SUV in the world. And in this moment he knows he will leave his family and friends to travel to Italy to get his job. And he did it. After he goes to Italy, Lamborghini sent him a second letter. They told him we will not do this project, and they cancelled the project. And in this moment he knows he don't have any job. But Pagani will never give up, and he go to Lamborghini office so many times to ask them for a job. They declined him every time. But in the end, they accepted, and Lamborghini gave him a job, but not the one he wanted. He was his dream to be with the designer team, but he's still in same job. When Pagani worked in Lamborghini, in that moment he finds something. He finds Lamborghini experiment carbon fiber. Carbon fiber is a subject is so light and strong in the same time, better than fiberglass. And after this, he's still working in Lamborghini for a couple of years. But in the end, Lamborghini gave him his dream job, working in the designer team. And in this moment it was a Lamborghini 25th anniversary, and this was in 1988, and Lamborghini want to do something special, and they discovered they will make a special car edition, and they chose Pagani to work on this project, and it was the first design for him in Lamborghini. And in this moment he protects the future about carbon fiber, and he was right. Now we see every supercar in the world have a carbon fiber, and he go to Lamborghini to talk about this idea. But Lamborghini didn't like it, and they rejected his idea about building the car with carbon fiber. And he told Lamborghini, Ferrari don't make cars with carbon fiber, but they still reject. But Pagani never gave up about his dreams, and he said to himself, Lamborghini will not listen to me. I will make my dreams come true by myself. And he goes to the bank and take $500,000 and bought the carbon fiber machine to work with, and don't care about if this idea it still work or not. And with the new carbon fiber machine and new combust department he working with, he built the Countach Revolution. It's a carbon fiber aluminum Countach, and the Evolution weighs 2,200 pounds, and it's more lighter than normal Countach. The normal Countach weighs 3,300 pounds. It's around 1,100 pounds weight production. And this was a good thing to Pagani, but Lamborghini still don't care about the idea, and they say it will be so expensive to build and hard to repair it, and the car never go to the public. In this moment Ferrari built the F40, and it was built with carbon fiber, and Pagani knew he was right, like he protected the future. About Lamborghini told him you should stop thinking about this, and he forget about it and still working for Lamborghini for a couple of years. But he left at 1991, and yes, he take his own carbon fiber machine because he bought it to himself. And after he leaves, he starts a company building carbon fiber parts for a Formula One teams like Dallara and Aprilia. And in 1992, he started working in his own project to finally build his dream car. And for another time, he need an engine. And he called his friend to help him, and yes, his friend know an engineer work for Mercedes, and they give Pagani a high performance V12 engine, and Pagani takes 7 years to build his car. After 7 years, finally the car has finished, and she called the Zonda C12 and go for the first time in 1999 in Geneva Motor Show. And in this moment, the Zonda era has started, and she was a huge success, and it was a revolution like he predicted all these years. When Lamborghini, he didn't care about his ideas, and Pagani Zonda has 6-liter 394 bhp powered by AMG V12 engine, 450 horsepower and 0 to 60 in just 4 seconds. It was a beautiful machine, and she is full carbon fiber. And he not stop at this. He's still working for different versions of Zonda. And after 1 year, they released the Pagani Zonda S and S Roadster. And he and his company was working full time to get investors and customers. And after they released Pagani Zonda F and F Roadster and released the Pagani Zonda Think and Think Roadster. And the next upgrade, it was a Pagani Zonda R for track only. And they broke the world record for the fastest car on track. And after this, the Pagani Zonda Revolution. After all the Pagani Zonda he built, he is now want to build a different car, but he always believed the car should be built with a beautiful art and good engineering. Zawira, it was a faster and better more than all old cars, and he had 6-liter AMG V12 with twin turbo 700 bhp and 728 pounds-feet of torque, and the car do 0 to 60 in less than 3.5 seconds and top speed at 230 miles per hour. And he doesn't stop. He knows the Huayra is a newer model. The first was the Pagani Zonda Barchetta, then Pagani Huayra BC Roadster, then Pagani Huayra Tricolor, the Pagani Imola, and last Huayra the Huayra Or. They all fast, beautiful, and if you don't know all buyers, most of them multimillionaires or huge car collectors and more of rich people. And if you want to buy one of these beautiful machines, you should have $200 million in your bank account to get some of these beautiful machines. And if you don't know, he didn't stop of building all these amazing cars. This is why we have now the Pagani Utopia. She released at September 13, 2022. In this moment we have the Zonda and Huayra. And now we have the Utopia. It's like the Huayra. It's mid-engine. Have 6-liter twin turbo AMG V12 engine. Have 852 horsepower at 6000 RPM and 811 feet-pound of torque and top speed more than 200 miles per hour. And he will build only 99 of them, and they all sold out. And we all know he will build more of these beautiful machines. Maybe we'll see in the future the Pagani Utopia BC or BC Roadster or Utopia R. And now you see Mr. Pagani. He start from nothing, and he have $100 million net worth and the CEO of the greatest hypercar brands in the world.